Hey everyone, it's Will, GamerDad, with another video for you. So first off, I'd like to give a shout out to one of my newest Patreon supporters, Michael Parika. Thanks for your support. Now if you check your notices, and we also found this out ahead of time with the live stream from Another Eden Global channel, thank you very much Scott, we do have a new update, 2.11.300, Apex of Logic and Cardinal Scales Chapter 3. If you can see from the picture, you know which unit is being featured. It's going to be Alter Dewey, and I know a lot of you are excited for him. You've probably read up on some of the information as to how powerful he is. And also, of course, the continuation of the story, which I absolutely love this future mythos, so to speak. Of course, you do have to have finished the chapter 2, so if you haven't gotten to do that, make sure you do that right away, and you will have to update to a new version 2.11.300. The red clad flame master, aka Alter Dewey. So for those who don't know, he is a fire zone setter, and he's also an alter unit, which means he's got some specialized abilities. What these alter units basically have in common is they usually have something called another zone, which basically locks in a type of zone and doubles its damage. It doesn't double the shielding, but doubles the damage. So any weapon zone will be doubled to 60% extra damage. Any elemental zone is doubled to 100% extra damage, and it cannot be overwritten by the bosses. However, it only lasts for a couple of turns, and it only can be activated once per battle. After that, the zone actually disappears at the same time as the another zone. So it's called almost like a lunatic zone unit. Feature, that is. So first of all, Alter Dewey's passive, end of turn healed based on the number of fire or crystal moves done each turn. It is a great passive skill, very similar to AS Mythos. End of turn heal up to 40% or 10% per move, and end of turn barrier shield, which is up to 30% or 7.5% per move times a total of 4. Not only that, his lunatic is essentially a mind's eye lunatic as a crystal unit, so very similar to AS Clark, where damage is increased, and if the enemy is weak to your attacks, you do additional damage. So if you used AS Clark to any extent, you'll know how powerful the mind's eye is, and so you're going to make very good use of Alter Dewey. Alter Dewey is also very similar to Nikoko in the fact that he basically his moves can match any elemental zone. So for example, if you're in water zone, his attacks will now become water. For some of them, for fire, of course, he's already fire, and for so on and so forth. Just like Nikoko's earth can become any other element. And so he's got a lot of moves. He can boost power and int and support your team. And keep in mind that when he activates his another zone, it actually boosts a lot of the abilities. So for example, when he is in this another zone, he does more damage, or if he's in another zone, he increases the buff and debuff values. So for example, he can do fire resistance down 50, fire attack up 50, and it becomes 75% up and down when in another zone. And same thing with his shielding. He has a physical resistance 25 and weapon damage 25 up. And when it's another zone, increases those buff values to 50. So it's almost like an all or nothing thing, where in his another zone, he's extremely powerful. Obviously, you can either set up during the another zone or even during the AF, as long as another zone is active. Other than that, yeah, just extreme powerhouse, tons of DPS, plus, like I said, very versatile in any elemental team. If you already have Nikoko, you already know what kind of power or versatility this has, and so I know a lot of you will be summoning on it if you don't already have any form of Dewey. And just like last time with Ultra Iska, we do have two new banners featured, a Fire Force edition and a Blunt Force edition. Now, I will say that the banner units on those for Alter Iska was actually not too bad. So the Earth one, for example, had Milsha and Mythos, and I think the Slash one had some pretty powerful characters like Thilili and stuff too. And so I'm hoping that there's some great units for everyone to summon for, especially if it's the same as before, where it'll be 4 different fire units, for example, him +3 and him +3 extra blunt units. I wonder what they're going to put in there. You know, I was talking to my friend who obviously is the one who plays Another Eden, and we're just brainstorming, and we feel that, hey, never know. I wonder if they're gonna have units like you know, ASUN, Hardy, some other powerful fire units. Now I will say that I don't think Pichika is going to be featured here, everyone. So if you're hoping for a Pichika, I would think it's not going to be that, just because honestly she's too recent, and they really want to balance out the banners. Some older units that you might see are probably things like AS Ukiya or even AS Hozuki, but we'll see tomorrow, and of course I'll do my Should You Summon video on those banners once they drop. Oh, never mind. I am so silly. I was not even reading it and they already told you what you're going for. So Yifa, ASUN, Sukiya AS. Wow, that's very silly of me. Sorry everyone, I just wasted everyone's time there. Anyways, Fateful Encounter, 2 times max, same thing, 10% chance of a flat rate of getting Alter Dewey, and so on and so forth. So, just like Alter Iska, you can also do Alter Dewey's first quest in terms of tempting you to obviously summon for him, and you'll probably have to do this quest just before you start chapter 3 as well. Alright, you can replay the chapter 2, which is nice, and additional Chronostones packages discounted for those who'd like to spend stones. Make sure you start this one early so you get an extra 50 stones instead of 10 stones. And if you were farming extra points back in the day, that bonus is now gone. So, again, I apologize for wasting your time in surmising the units available. They do already mention them there, and some of them look pretty good. Let me know in the comments below. Are you planning to summon for this one? Are you planning to hold off? What is your thoughts about chapter 3? How hyped are you guys for this? As for myself, I do already have regular Dewey, so I will not be summoning on this banner, of course. Have to save my meager amount of stones for future units that I do not already have. As for tomorrow, if it drops early, and hoping iOS does get the update early, I will try to stream this one at work. If it drops late, then of course I won't be doing that, and I'll be recording that offline. So anyways, hope to see you all tomorrow on live stream if I can get that going. If not, I will publish some videos tomorrow, with this Should You Summon. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.